Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Ellen Barrett, and we have a great show ahead for you today. And we're already having so much fun here on Talk of the Town. I'm joined by Kyle. He's the general manager for Players Edge Pro Shop. Thanks for being here today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
And you guys, it's an exciting time for you guys. You've got 2 locations opening. One is already open and one coming up pretty soon here.
Yes, we have 2 opening. The first opened last Friday in Sun Prairie, and the other, which is more of a satellite shop in Oregon, is going to open in about a week here.
Awesome. Exciting times for your business and growing that.
Yes.
Very cool. So for those who may not be totally familiar, could you just tell us a little bit about what is Players Edge Pro Shop and what kind of products and services do you guys offer?
Yeah, so Players Edge is basically a hockey and lacrosse service shop. We're going to offer a full line of hockey and lacrosse gear. But more importantly, we're going to offer sharpening for skates, skate fixes, things like that. And then in addition, for lacrosse, we're going to be able to string players' heads and other lacrosse maintenance.
Very cool and very, I feel like, Midwest sports, you know?
Absolutely.
With hockey and lacrosse. It doesn't get more Midwest than that.
Exactly, yeah.
Very cool. And so what kind of sets your businesses apart from other businesses, especially at a time when some businesses, you know, you're seeing now closing their doors?
Yeah, unfortunately, we have seen a lot of local pro shops closing doors.
Yeah.
What we're trying to focus on is more of our grassroots, working with the players, working with families, you know, providing them more affordable options and opportunities through packages that we're creating and things like that. And so we're going to be based around the hours at which they're going to be able to be in the shop. So we're not going to keep, you know, your typical 8 to 5 hours. It's going to be more in the evenings.
That's so handy, especially for parents too. And you know, those kids who are involved in sports, they're in school during the day. And, you know,
absolutely.
They've got practice after school. So when are they going to have time to make it out?
Yep.
As much as they'd like to, they probably can't get pulled out of school to go buy some new skates or get them sharpened up.
Yes, exactly.
That is very cool, and that's a great, you know, bonus for people who are looking for those different things. And so, who would you say are your ideal customers and patrons?
I mean, it goes right back to that, what I just said. It's going to be a lot of families. We really want to provide the value to them. We're not pushing necessarily numbers, obviously doing business, but we're really focusing on service and providing high quality services. So helping kids learn, you know, what to do, what kind of gear to have, what's the best for them, what suits their level of play.
Very cool. And I know we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but it seems too like hockey is even building more momentum here in the Midwest, and lacrosse too.
Yes.
So it's nice that you offer those options for families who may be just new to the sport and interested, and they don't have the expertise.
Yeah, absolutely. The sports actually go hand in hand really well. They're in opposite seasons, and a lot of the players that play hockey also switch over to play lacrosse because it's a little different game. Obviously, you're not on skates when you're on grass, and vice versa. But
both very physical games.
Absolutely,
sure.
Yes. The same kind of player that's suited for hockey is usually suited for lacrosse as well.
Very cool. So, just out of curiosity, what made you want to open this type of pro shop? And do you play any of these sports yourself?
Well, the reason we opened this is actually because I do play myself in Sun Prairie, and the local shop there closed, and so. It's been since January since a lot of us hadn't been able to sharpen our skates. And playing on dull steel is not so fun, especially if you're a goalie like I am.
Okay.
So
you got to really be able to stop and move.
Absolutely, yes. Making adjustments, getting up and down. The rink is very important to the sport somehow.
Yeah,
but,
somehow.
But yeah, I play hockey and I play lacrosse. So
very cool. So kind of an expert, too, that you have at your services there who knows what you're looking for.
Yes, I don't know if I would necessarily say expert, but we definitely have some guys in the shop that are very, very knowledgeable.
Wonderful. And just quickly before we go, I know we're running out of time. There's just a lot to talk about with these sports. They're very interesting. But what should families and players know who want to stop by and check out your different shops? When can they do so?
Well, we are going to be open from 4 to 9 every evening.
Okay.
And then during the summer, it's going to be hit and miss on the weekends. We'll have our hours posted on our website. But for the most part, Saturdays will be open from 8 to 5. And then Sundays, ideally from 8 to noon.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Kyle.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. So the location is open in Sun Prairie if you're ready to go now, and Oregon is coming soon. Thank you so much for watching Talk of the Town. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm joined now by our news partner, and that is WILD, the Wisconsin Institute for Learning Disabilities and Dyslexia. Thank you so much for being here today, Irvin.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's nice to be here again.
Wonderful. And he is the executive director over at WILD, and you experienced dyslexia yourself.
That's correct.
And I know that's something that you and Rich kind of dived into the last time that you guys talked, and I kind of just wanted to continue that conversation, and I think that's great for other people to hear who may be experiencing dyslexia, and it's good for them to hear that testimony from someone else. So what has been your experience in the educational system, and in particular high school, with dyslexia?
Yeah, getting through the elementary school was hard enough, but actually by the time I got to high school, I was so far behind because I couldn't read. I couldn't spell. I was embarrassed. And of course, all of the labels that you get as I was a behavior problem. So, the teachers pretty well had me labeled and convinced me that I was stupid. And so at age 16, I dropped out.
Wow.
I went into the military when I was 17. So I had a year break before I went into the military. But high school was pretty hard. I mean, when you really think about it, if you can't read and you're in high school and you're in the 9th grade, it's hard to imagine just how frightened I was to
absolutely.
Read out loud or to do anything academically within the educational setting. So it was difficult.
Now, did you know you had dyslexia at the time of high school?
No.
Wow.
Well, back then, back in the 60s, there's a lot of the baby boom generation that were never identified because actually the Public Law 94-142 didn't come out until 1977. And that's when they started identifying learning disabilities and dyslexia in the schools.
Wow.
So I dropped out when I was 16 in 1966. So I missed that part of the law that would have helped me. And education then taking 10 years from 1977 to 1988 to get caught up to find out what to do with those kiddos that couldn't read.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Wow. And I'm sure, like you said, what a scary time, to not have that be diagnosed and not sure what's going on with you. And it's nothing that was your fault, and especially too in schools and the education system. And it's fantastic now that we can diagnose that and we can help people with different organizations like yourself, not only, whether it be educationally, but also I think, on a more deeper level too, with the effects that has on yourself.
Absolutely.
And what was that like too, being an adult learner?
Well, while I was in service, I went to GED classes and a lot of things to help me get a better grade on my GT score in the military, but I failed at all of my educational endeavors while I was in the military. It took me 12 years to get my GED just by going year after year to guess on the test. And then I finally, in 1980, correctly guessed all of the answers that I needed. I got a 45.6% on my GED, so I got my diploma in 1980.
Wow, 12 years.
12 years of just going back and retrying and guessing at the answers and so on. So,
Talk about perseverance. Goodness gracious, wow. So when did you end up being diagnosed with dyslexia?
In 1982, when I was in college, UW Oshkosh.
Okay.
And long story short, my VA counselor said, you're failing, you got to keep your good grades up or you can't get funded. He kind of saw the hard work I was doing, so he sent me over to the testing center. And I got tested and found out I had dyslexia. And at that point, I wasn't reading above the 3rd grade level.
Wow. And
when I
so
was 32.
was it a relief in a sense to find out, that it...
Oh, it was. I cried. And the psychologist, Dr. Glica, says, well, Irv, I didn't mean to. I said, no, I'm not crying. But I'm happy because I finally have a reason or knowing what's going on. Sure. I mean, just telling yourself you're stupid just isn't good enough through, 32 years of your life. I mean,
sure.
But now there's an answer, and there was somebody that can do something about it, and somebody taught me to read at the college.
Wow.
So that's a good thing.
So going from there, kind of what has been your journey?
Well, my journey has been, there's two sides to my life, the blue side and the happy life. And it's learning how to read that got me into education. I was a special ed teacher for 30 years.
Wow.
And now I've opened a nonprofit to help people who struggle like I did to learn how to read.
Wonderful. And ran out of time, but we could talk probably for quite a long time about this, and such a powerful story, and I really appreciate you sharing it, because that's going to mean a lot to a lot of people. Maybe you're going through something totally different, to just know, don't give up and seek out help when you can.
You bet.
Thank you so
Good
much, Irvin,
advice.
for being here. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And that's our news partner, Wild, and Talk of the Town will be back right after this. Welcome back to Talk of the Town, and you know what they say, that the proof is in the pudding? Well, today the proof is in the pizza. Oh my goodness gracious, thank you for bringing all of this in today. We have a little bit of everything here.
Yep, you're very welcome. We have our whole selection here.
Awesome. I think my eyes, lit up as big as these pizzas when I saw all of this in here. So thank you so much. I'll introduce you to, maybe folks are thinking, who's here today and who's bringing all this wonderful food? This is Matt, and he's the owner of Jetz Pizza in Middleton. And it's a fairly new store too. And so first I want to start off with, we've kind of got your logo here and what people can look forward to and kind of check out if they're not drooling already through the screen. I'm sure it looks fantastic. It smells fantastic. So what are you guys known for, Jetz Pizza?
Jetz is known for our signature deep dish style pizza. It's the way that it's exclusively prepared that makes it the best on the market. It's a really crispy on the bottom, crunchy crust. It's really, really good. A lot of people fall in love with that pizza and they never go back to the others after that.
I can imagine why. And we've got a whole different selection, it looks like, of different crusts and toppings as well. And like I had mentioned, you guys are fairly new to the Middleton area. When did you guys open?
Yep. We opened for business March 21st this year. We're the first Madison area location. It's the 5th one in Wisconsin.
Okay.
But we have about 375 locations nationwide.
Wow. So welcome to the area. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you. We've actually been coming here since 1978. We buy our cheese here.
Okay.
All the cheese for every store in the country comes from Wisconsin.
Very cool. The best cheese.
The best
I might
cheese on
add,
the
here in
market. That's
Wisconsin.
right. Yep.
Very cool. So kind of a unique connection to Wisconsin as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. So it might be a brand you're not familiar with, but they're familiar with you, Wisconsin. So that's good to know too. And so what kind of products do you guys have to offer, if you just want to kind of do a little overview of everything we can see here?
Well, we offer some different styles of pizza. We have our thin crust. There's a hand-tossed option as well. We have our signature deep dish. There's an 8-corner barbecue chicken pizza. That's one of our best sellers. There's
8-corner.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
every piece is a corner.
Yep.
I love that, because that's always my favorite slice.
Yeah,
And they go
that's
away
how it
so
started,
fast.
actually. Our founder, Eugene, back in 2007, he was watching a family of 5 fight over the corner slices, and that's where he got the idea, how do I make a pizza with only corners in it? And that's how the 8-corner was born.
I'm looking at you, Dad. I'm getting that corner piece of pizza today. I'll tell you what. Very cool. Looks like some other things too besides pizza.
Yeah, we have our cinnamon sticks for our dessert option. There's turbo sticks, that's cheddar cheese, Romano, and mozzarella cheese on there. It's really good. We also have jet boat, which other people call them calzones.
Okay.
We've got the jet bread. There's wings. We have boneless and a traditional option as well. We have salads. We also offer subs as well. So we have a pretty wide selection on our menu.
Very cool. And now this got me thinking, since that's called the jet boat, is there a certain history behind the name Jetz?
Yeah, our founder, Eugene Jetz. It's his name on the on the brand, so that's how the Jetz brand came to be. It was his last name.
Okay, very cool. So how are you guys different from other pizzerias that maybe people could find in the area?
It's our quality. We truly use the best ingredients on the market, and they're incredibly expensive to buy. But when our founder was starting this company back in 1978, if you wanted a good quality pizza, you had to go to a restaurant, and then you paid triple what you paid at a carry-out pizzeria. So our whole theory was, let's take that restaurant quality taste and keep it at a carry-out price.
Awesome. And you can just really see the quality here on the table with all of these different types of foods, a little bit of everything too. And for those who may be wondering, Middleton isn't enough. We want more Jetz Pizza. Will you guys have more locations coming soon to the area?
Absolutely. We're going to be doing a Fitchburg location probably next year.
Okay.
More as well to come, maybe downtown and some on the other side, on the east side of town.
Very cool. And so for those, again, who are thinking, I need to get my hands on this, where can they find you?
We're located at the corner of Parmentier Street and Donna Drive. We're right across the street from Culver's over there. So come on and check us out. We're really good. You won't be disappointed.
Wonderful. And I can see that here. I'm certainly not disappointed, and I don't think they will be either when they stop in. So thank you so much for being here today, Matt. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'm going to leave you all with this. Talk of the Town will be right back. But life is short, so eat better pizza. Thank you, Jetz, for being here today. Talk of the Town will be back right after this.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm joined now by some familiar faces that you've seen before across all of our local shows. You guys are kind of on everything.
Yeah,
that's awesome. We're excited to have you on our channel. So wonderful. This is Portia and Nicole with Wyndham Garden Hotel and Candlewood Suites. Thanks for being here today, ladies.
Thank you.
And where are you guys located for those who may not be familiar?
We are on Cahill, Maine in Fitchburg.
Okay, wonderful. So that's where you can find them. And it's a beautiful little area.
Yeah,
There's a really nice park and...
Right, yeah, because
we're-
Candlewood's only 2 blocks away from the Wyndham, so
Okay.
there's a couple parks right there, and I believe there's a dog park right there as well.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we have the bike trail right there and everything.
So those are just some great additions if you maybe have family coming into town, or maybe you want to take a little trip away from home.
And we're
I know
close
I've
to-
done that sometimes.
Close to the shopping mall and
Yeah.
everything right there, or Cops, I should say, Cops.
Sure.
Center, so
yeah,
they can
you can
walk
go
back
grab
and
some
forth.
grub and make a delicious dinner, or head over to Tuscany Grill, excuse me. That's a
Yes.
tongue twister there as well. So grab some good food there. Wonderful. So what are some new and exciting renovations and different things happening at Wyndham Garden for you ladies?
Well, right now, we just actually finished our meeting spaces. We put new carpet in,
Oh, wow.
base. We also
Drapes.
have brand new blinds and drapes in there. Tuscany is also being scheduled to be worked on to get a new look, per
Okay.
se.
Very
Get all
cool.
that.
So meeting rooms too.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're a local business owner and you're looking for somewhere to have, some meetings or different clients coming into town.
I mean, we do corporate guests. We have some family
Weddings,
meetings.
family reunions.
We do
are
all the
doing through the end of
catering.
the summer 10% off for anyone that books.
Wow, awesome.
Yes.
And I'm sure you guys are crazy with wedding season.
Yes.
We're getting there. Yes.
Busy, busy, busy. And we've been so lucky with the beautiful weather, some great weather for different weddings, and I'm sure a lot of people coming into town and enjoying the beautiful
Absolutely.
area of Fitchburg and Madison too. You guys
And
are pretty
Tuscany
close.
also does the catering for all of our events as well. So we can do like a corporate lunch or a corporate dinner or
Okay.
snacks.
Awesome.
anything like
And
that.
for those who may not be familiar with the Tuscany Grill, I know I was telling you ladies right before, I haven't been there yet, and I need to because
Yes.
I have only heard incredible things about it. What kind of foods do you guys offer there?
It's a wide variety, actually.
Okay.
I mean, it's a simplified menu, but there's a variety of everything from,
Sure.
let's say here, vegetarian. We have the prime rib, shrimp.
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything. Wraps and
Awesome. And you don't have to be a guest of the hotel to go to Tuscany.
It is open to the public as well.
Awesome.
so is our breakfast cafe as well.
Okay.
So we do have a breakfast cafe inside the Wyndham Garden that is
Okay.
open to anyone who would like to come in.
And that's separate from Tuscany.
That is separate from Tuscany, correct?
Awesome. And some renovations too, you said, coming up for Tuscany as well.
Yes.
And so what are some of those changes people can expect to see?
We are looking to do, I believe it's going to be new drapes. We're
Yes.
looking to reupholster some of the furniture, new paint
Yes.
as well.
Awesome.
So different colors will be coming in and stuff like that.
Cool. So even if you've been to the Tuscany Grill before and you love it there, and you can come in, it'll kind of be a new space and a new experience.
Absolutely. And we just redid the menus too, so.
Ah, fantastic. So something to go check out. And I know you talked a little bit too about your breakfast restaurant, and I just want to expand a little bit more on that about what you guys have to offer there.
We do have a variety of things to offer. We have entrees and then just little things that you can order. The hotel guests do get half off. So
fantastic.
Yes, so the menu is very cheap for all of our guests.
Awesome. But again, you can stop in if you're not a guest
Absolutely.
as well.
Yep.
So you could really just come in and stay the whole day.
Yeah,
That's my
yes.
thought. I'm going to come in for breakfast, come grab some lunch, grab some dinner too, and then stay overnight.
And we have the
Absolutely.
on-the-go menu too for the
Okay.
breakfast. So if they want to just come in and grab a sandwich to
Yes,
go.
that is big for sports teams.
Yeah.
So instead of having, your kids stay there, we have all of them all wrapped up, and then they could just take them with them.
That is so handy, and parents too busy with, like you said, sporting events and school
Right.
and work. Having that convenience and that quick and easy access to food is sometimes, really important. It makes your day a lot easier.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. So just a little overview for those who may not have ever been to the Wyndham Garden Hotel and Candlewood Suites. What are some of the different amenities and things that you guys have to offer at those two spaces?
Candlewood Suites is more of an extended stay property, so we have guests that live with us or stay with us for months at a time.
Okay.
So they have full kitchenettes and free laundry. And then Wyndham Garden has the breakfast cafe. In Tuscany, we have pools on both properties.
Wonderful.
So,
it's a great time to jump
yes,
in
we
the
do
pool
offer,
right now.
We do offer a shuttle for all of our corporate guests to their businesses. So we have a lot of Epic that come back and forth and
Sure.
things like that.
Fantastic. So a few different options for anybody, whatever it is you're looking for, whether it be food or somewhere to stay as well.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies, for being here. This
Thank
is
you.
Portia and Nicole with Wyndham Garden Hotel and Candlewood Suites. Talk of the Town is done for today, but catch us next week only on Channel 57.